Ever wonder what's really keeping your body going, like behind the scenes? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that mystery. And we've got a little help from a character I think you'll like, the very hardworking, very healthy Dr. Beaver. So, think about it. You eat, you sleep, you move around, but what's the invisible stuff that makes all that possible? It's a great question, right? Turns out, we've got these two kinds of, let's call them essential helpers, working 24/7 inside of us to keep the whole show on the road.
And it's a lot like Dr. Beaver, you know? He needs the forest to build his home and find food to stay energized. In the same way, our bodies completely rely on these secret helpers for, well, everything. From the second you open your eyes in the morning till you close them at night.
So, let's do this. We're going to meet these two tiny microscopic heroes. We'll figure out exactly what they are, what their super important jobs are, and, this is the best part, why the way they work together is the real secret to feeling great. All right, first up, let's meet the body's construction crew. These are the guys responsible for all the strength and structure. You know, when you see Dr. Beaver stretching out, looking all strong and ready to go, yeah, that power, it comes directly from this first group of quiet helpers.
And what are they called? They're minerals. Seriously, think of them like the bricks and mortar of your body, the absolute fundamental building blocks. They're just these tiny, natural elements, kind of like the rocks and soil Dr. Beaver knows so well. And our bodies absolutely have to have them to build and repair themselves.
So what's their job description? Well, it's pretty straightforward. Minerals are all about structure. They are literally the reason Dr. Beaver has strong bones to do his work, healthy teeth to chew on branches, and powerful muscles to, get the job done. And if we're talking about this building crew, you've definitely heard of the star players. I mean, there's calcium, right? Everyone knows that's for strong bones. Then you've got iron, which is crucial for carrying oxygen around in your blood. If you're low on that, you feel totally wiped out. And don't forget magnesium. That one's a total superstar, involved in like hundreds of things your body does. And that's just a few of them. Okay, so where do we get these guys? How do we hire them? Well, just like Dr. Beaver munches on nuts and greens, we get our minerals from the food we eat. That's why a varied diet is so important. Think of it like this. Every time you eat different whole foods, you're hiring the best possible construction crew for your body. Pretty cool, huh? But hold on. Strength and structure? That's only half the story. It's not the whole picture. So imagine Dr. Beaver. After all that hard work, he stops for a drink from the stream. That simple little act? Well, that's our cue to meet the second hero in our story, the body's management team. And these are the electrolytes. Now get this, they're actually a special kind of mineral, but they have an electrical charge. So their job isn't to build anything, it's to manage everything. They're the bosses of your body's fluids, and this is wild, they run the internal communication network.
And believe me, their job is huge. They're basically the masters of hydration, telling water exactly where to go in your body. But what happens when they're off balance? You ever get a muscle cramp after a tough workout? Yep, that's often a sign your electrolytes are running low. They also carry the electrical signals that tell your muscles to contract and your heart to beat. Without them, there's just no action. They're the ones keeping the whole system running smoothly.
Okay, so we have the builders and we have the managers. But here's the most important part. Neither of them works alone. They're not solo acts. The real magic, the secret sauce, happens when they team up. That partnership is everything. Let's go back to Dr. Beaver for a second. The minerals, they built his strong body. But it's the electrolytes that actually let his muscles move and his brain sends signals to his paws. See how that works? One provides the structure, the other makes it function. It's a perfect team. And this really breaks it down nicely. On one side, you've got the builders, our minerals, who are all about physical structure, bones, teeth, muscles, and on the other side, you've got the balancers, our electrolytes, who manage the systems that make it all work, fluid balance, muscle action. It really is the construction crew versus the management team. Both are absolutely essential. So this all leads to the big question, right? The practical one. Now that we know about these amazing little helpers, how do we help them? How do we make sure our own internal construction crew and management team have all the supplies they need to do their jobs right? You know what? It's actually pretty simple, which is the best part. Number one, eat a rainbow. The more variety and color in your whole foods, the better you're supplying your builders with materials. Number two, drink plenty of water. That's non-negotiable for your electrolytes to keep everything in balance. And finally, number three, just listen to your body. When you're tired, rest. When you're hungry, refuel. Just like Dr. Beaver knows to do. And that's really the big idea here.
It's not about some big, complicated secret. It's about the quiet, consistent, day in and day out work of these invisible helpers. They are the silent foundation of your health. So hey, the next time you grab a handful of nuts or drink a big glass of water, maybe just take a second and give a little nod to the tiny heroes you're fueling.